All right, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Robert, and if it's your first time here, do me a huge favor by dropping a like on the video and subscribing to the channel. And for all my return subscribers, thank you for tuning in for yet another video. Today, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into things like we always do, and we're gonna start looking at the box, and we're gonna be taking a look at the Yeezy 350 V2 Oreo. So here we have it, your typical cardboard box, 350 on the top, Boost on the side. And on the side here, you have your size tag information. I picked this up in a US men's size 9.5. And as always, we'll get to the sizing information a little bit later. Okay, here we have it, y'all. The 350 V2 Oreo. Go ahead and drop a comment down below and let me know what you think. What's your first impressions of the shoe? I am super glad to have this shoe right here, man. Like, if you've seen any of my earlier videos that I've dropped on the Yeezys and whatnot, I was starting to feel like that the translucent stripe design or iteration of the 350 V2 was kind of like, I was kind of tired of it, to be honest. And this right here with just the regular stripe with the Supply 350 is my favorite, I guess, iteration of the 350 V2. And this being like one of the OG colorways that dropped back in 2016, 2017, it was super hard to get Yeezys back then. So I'm just finally glad to actually have this one in the collection. And like I said, I'm glad that they're going back to this old, the original design with the stripe and the Supply 350. So let's go ahead and take a quick once around of the shoe. This is a pretty simple shoe, but a fire one. So you got that black prime knit upper, and what I like best about this shoe, you got that stripe on the side and that kind of white, or it looks kind of beige or kind of cream to me. And you got Supply 350 right there on the side. And at the midsole, as you know, you've seen a lot of 350s. You got your typical Yeezy 350 V2 midsole there, translucent, and you can see the boost kind of through there as well. And one of my favorite things about these kind of, older, OG model Yeezys are these, like, whatever color stripe is, they usually have like little speckles of the actual, material throughout the prime knit. And you can see that there on the toe as well. You've got your standard, stitching up the middle there. And as you look, you can see little bits of that kind of white, cream, or beige looking stitch throughout the shoe, which is really, really nice. I like that. And you've got your black rope laces there. This does not come with extra laces, which is fine with me. But just thought I'd call that out. Okay, and on the medial side, right here, you can see that like there's stripes all over the shoe, which I love that stripe design. And you can see there's like that cream kind of stripe underneath the black prime knit. So all of these kind of OG models, like the Beluga, the Zebra, they have that kind of stripe pattern. And this one has it as well, but it's just kind of harder to see because it's underneath there. But I think it gives the shoe character because it's just something that adds just a little bit more to this shoe. But yeah, really feeling this one. Let's go ahead and take a look at the heel of the shoe. As you can see, you've got the stripe that kind of runs around the side there, which is pretty nice. All right, and then your heel tab there. Well, actually, no heel tab on this shoe, but you've got those 3M Adidas stripes right there on the inside of it. All right. Now, I'm gonna take a look at the outsole. So you got your typical Yeezy 350 V2 outsole. You got Adidas branding up there at the toe. And then you can see the Boost peeking out through those little windows there. All right, and on the back, you've got Boost written here on the heel as well. All right. Now that'll be about all, guys, for the Yeezy 350 V2 in the Oreo colorway. Before we get into it on feet and all that, I always like to give my final thoughts on the shoe. So as far as this being like a must-have shoe, I would say absolutely. If I had to pick one between this and the more recent Dazzling Blue that just dropped, I would probably pick this one. And that, blue is one of my favorite colors, but I just really like the way this one looks with the white stripe on it. I might have to go back and get the Dazzling Blue because I didn't hit on those. Oh, speaking of hitting on the shoe and whatnot, I didn't mention, but I actually picked these up on the Adidas Confirm raffle, which I was glad to, be able to get. And most of the time, I kind of rely on the Confirmed app because I have relatively good luck there. Yeezy Supply, it just doesn't happen anymore. I used to get through, but over the last year or so, man, it's just been impossible. So honestly, I don't even wake up anymore. Or if I am, I just log on for like 15, 20 minutes, then I just go about my day. I'm not gonna spend hours at a time on Yeezy Supply. So I don't even care anymore about that. But anyway, just thought I'd mention that. But this is a must pick up in my opinion. Very, very glad to have it in the collection. As for the sizing, I always suggest going a half size up, and that's what I did here, the 9.5. And I've got about, my toe is like kind of right here on the edge of the front of it, but the end of it, I probably got, my toe probably stops right about there at the end of my finger there. So I've got a little bit of room, but I will say there's been like some changes, and I think it all depends on which model Yeezy you get, because sometimes they feel a little different. Like I know the Beluga V2 that released during December, that one, the reflective pair of course, that one actually felt tight because I think it's the 3M material that was woven into the prime knit. But in the past, I've gotten a few like 9.5s that felt tighter than others, so I went up to a size 10. And then I had to get rid of those shoes because they were way too big. So I always suggest just go a half size up, because I will say after a while, the prime knit does give just a little bit, not a whole lot, but they feel a little bit better. But they had this little, like, I think something underneath here to kind of keep the shape, at least the older ones did. Yeah, but sometimes, you know, they feel a little bit better after wear. But that'll be about all. Oh, wait a minute, I didn't go over the insole. I don't think I can take this out, but just a black insole with that kind of cream Adidas Yeezy branding. All right, just thought I'd mention that, just thought about it. But anyway, that's all from me, guys. Do me a favor, comment down below and let me know where you're able to pick this shoe up and how you feel about it. Are you hoping they go back to more of these, like, you know, models with the 350, well, Supply 350 and the stripe on it? I certainly do. Thanks for watching. Please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.